My name's Chas Bruns, and I travel the world in search of the cheapest food, hostels, transportation, and tours so you don't have to. Which means you're going to get to find out some of the best places in the world to eat, some of the best people in the world to meet,
howdy, partner,
and where to go to have a damn good time. And the best part is, I'm going to show you how to do it all dirt cheap. This episode is proudly brought to you by the Grindhouse in Bangor, Maine. Great coffee, killer sandwiches, and an awesome atmosphere. Make sure to tell them Chas sent you. So about a year ago, Jira moved to Buffalo. He's been bugging me ever since to come visit. He claims the city's changed a lot in recent years. Its new population is 261,000 people. They created and have some of the tastiest buffalo wings on the planet, and of course, it's got the second largest St. Patrick's celebration in the country. Starting at 2 p.m., they march down Delaware Avenue for 2 straight hours. Buffalo is known for having a huge Irish population, but pretty much the whole city comes out to celebrate. So even if you're not Irish, come on out and enjoy the festivities. If you're not into crowds, you might want to skip the parade. It gets pretty hectic.
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
But there's police there, so there's not really much to worry about. It's just people having fun. So as long as you're not claustrophobic, you'll have a good time. Time to check into our accommodations.
We got Airbnb here in Buffalo and $60 a night. Split 2 ways, not so bad.
Another option is the Buffalo Hostel. $35 a night per person for a shared dorm. If you're traveling in a big group, you could rent out the entire dorm room for you and your friends. And if you're traveling solo, it's still the cheapest option. And it's smack dab in the middle of the theater district.
We made it to Buffalo! Oh my god! And so it begins.
We got into town pretty late, so Jared's going to take us over to check out the sunset on Lake Erie. Make sure to bring your jacket. We're here in March and it's cold, but still beautiful and worth getting a selfie. That's the famous Buffalo Main Light behind us. The standard bus fare in Buffalo is $2, and check it out. The Metro Rail is free while it's above ground. Pretty cool. But we're only here for 24 hours, so to get around as fast as we can, we're going to be taking Ubers. And honestly, sometimes the Ubers can be cheaper if you're traveling in a group.
Driving on the railroad tracks.
Jira was nice enough to give us a free ride. He was excited to take us to Anchor Bar. We're heading into Anchor Bar, home of the original Buffalo chicken wing. Back in 1964, Teresa Bellissimo invented the chicken wing when her son asked for some late-night snacks for his friends. She deep-fried them and covered them in her now famous secret sauce. Not only did the locals in town go crazy for him, but the rest of the country and eventually the world did as well. Even Britney Spears came to try them. If you're into motorcycles, you might want to come just to check out their collection. They've got a lot of them.
There's over $1 million in bikes over here.
Alright, I'm getting hungry. Let's try these wings.
It's not spicy at all. It's weak. I'm joking, I ordered the mild, I can't handle spicy.
They were, in fact, quite delicious. I gave my nod of approval. Jira being Jira, he asked for the hottest sauce they could possibly give him.
Oh my god. What's wrong? Suicidal. They're hot.
I decided to give it a nibble.
That's nothing. It's bad. That is bad.
And just to clarify, by bad I meant spicy. They actually tasted great. Although I couldn't feel my mouth. Free train, but we still had Jira.
I guess I'll just go to my car.
And honestly, Buffalo's a fairly walkable city. You can get to most places with your feet. We're going to Man Brewery. Free entertainment. They've got $5 happy hour beers, but we're here for their game room. Although the Star Wars pinball machine looked fun, I wanted to play some skee-ball. Armanda kept kicking my ass, so I might have bent the rules just a little. Because at the end of the day, kids, all that matters is that you win. I'm not going home with no second place trophy.
Yeah, that's how you get 50.
Beth was the only one of us that had any real talent. She also slayed it at foosball. Levi never stood a chance. Next up was Mr. Goodbar. They've got a pool table, and some of Jira's friends were playing in a band. There may or may not have been a little friendly betting going on at this place.
Not today!
At least he accepted defeat with class. I like this place. Free pretzels and $3 beers. Today we're taking a $14 Uber to Sophia's restaurant for breakfast. I know that's kind of a pricey Uber, but I promise you it's worth it. It's considered by many to be one of the best breakfast spots in all of Buffalo.
So Stephanie, your food is famous in Buffalo. Is there anything else I need to try while I'm here?
Definitely the Bloody Mary for sure.
4 Bloody Marys.
Woohoo! 4 Bloody Marys!
I'm glad Stephanie talked us into it. It has recently won the title of Buffalo's #1 Bloody Mary. And once you taste that fat, juicy bacon, you'll know why. And the bacon was amazing, but my favorite part was the crispy onions. The Bloody Mary start at $8 and go up from there, depending on what brand of alcohol and garnish you want. I was thoroughly pleased. But don't just take my word for it. Armanda and Jira also liked it. And apparently Jira liked the onions as much as I did. But don't worry, if you're not looking to drink your breakfast, Sophia's has you covered. Look at all this deliciousness. Chef Dan was nice enough to let me cook my own breakfast. And by cook, I mean attempt to cook.
Ow! I thought I screwed it up. No. I did it? Yeah.
Much success. 2 eggs, home fries, and toast for $5.50. Since I didn't really do a great job flipping them, I decided to go with scrambled. I was happy with my decision.
I'm a fan. Damn good eggs.
From Sophia's, we took an $8 Uber to the Albright-Knox Art Gallery. Every first Friday of the month is pay what you want. We were captivated by the statue outside before we even got in. It's titled Laura and is a sculpture by artist Jaume Plenza. The Albright-Knox Art Gallery is one of the oldest museums in the country. It was founded in December of 1862. In 1910, the museum appointed Cornelia Bentley Sage Quinton as the director. This was quite radical for the time because she became the first female director of an art museum in the United States.
In case you're thirsty, come grab a little sip of water over here.
Totally joking, of course. This is a work by artist Subodh Gupta. He ironically named it, "This is not a fountain." Jira grabbed a folding chair to enjoy this Vincent van Gogh. Also found a Cezanne and a Jackson Pollock. Check it out, man. It's totally psychedelic. We had a lot of fun. And make sure to catch the Andy Warhol on your way out. And it doesn't even end there. There's more free art outside behind the gallery. I don't know if this one's cooler from the front or the back. To infinity and beyond. Across the street is the Delaware Park, and I bet it's awesome in the summer, but right now it's March and it's cold, so we're gonna move on. If you're here in the winter, I suggest hopping on a bus and heading over to City Hall. The 378-foot tall building is one of the largest municipal buildings in the United States. It's a 32-story Art Deco building that was completed in 1931 by Dedel, Wade, and Jones. Let's go inside. It's free to walk in, and it's pretty much an Art Deco museum. If you're into architecture, this place is for you. We're headed to the observation deck. 360-degree view of the city and Lake Erie.
Best part about it, it's free.
Levi wanted Italian sausage for lunch.
$5 Italian sausage right here.
I beat Levi $2.50 for this hot dog.
Mine's bigger though.
So since it's winter and I'm missing summer, we're heading inside the Buffalo Botanical Gardens. It's like a tropical oasis inside, and rather than listen to me yap about it, I'm going to give you a silent montage. Enjoy. So it's a $2 bus ride to get here from downtown and $11 entry fee. Armando thought that was a pretty good deal.
It's totally worth $11.
I agree.
I love Botanical Gardens. If you get a chance to come here, you won't be let down.
I think this might have been a lemon, but I really have no idea.
Pretty good size.
Across the street from the Botanical Garden is Our Lady of Victory Basilica, a Catholic church and national shrine. It's usually open 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and it's free. The renovation of the church and building of the shrine was the brainchild of Father Baker. After years of planning and fundraising, on May 25, 1926, a special consecration ceremony took place. It was attended by thousands of local dignitaries, clergy, and well-wishers. The consecration was presided over by Father Baker, Bishop William Turner of the Diocese of Buffalo, and Cardinal Patrick Hayes of New York City. And within 2 months, the Our Lady of Victory National Shrine was officially designated a minor basilica by decree of the Pope. Father Baker's greatest dream had been realized. And regardless how you feel about religion, the art and architecture in here make it worth a visit.
This place is incredible. It's beautiful.
The amount of time, energy, effort, money that went into this is astounding. It's honestly mind-boggling. Imagine trying to finance something like this today. I don't even know if there's craftsmen alive that can still do this kind of work. They definitely don't make them like they used to. Alright, let's get back outside. We're taking an $11 Uber to Canalside. We're headed to the Buffalo Naval Park. It's normally $15 to go in the museum, but we're just going to walk around for free outside. And make sure to call ahead because the museum's usually closed this time of year. But the ice rink across the street is open, and they have Shark Girl. It's a creation by artist Casey Millard, and it's recently become a top Instagram spot for tourists.
The famous Shark Girl.
I don't know what it is about the Shark Girl, but I fell in love. The ice rink has bumper cars and, of course, ice skating.
This is real fun and at a great price too.
It's $10 to rent skates or $6 if you have your own. But we don't have time for that today because Jira's taking me to the apocalypse. Well, actually it's a place called Riverworks, but it kind of looks like the end of the world. The Buffalo Riverworks is the city's newest premier waterfront, boating, sports, music, and entertainment destination. Don't let the exterior scare you. It's all part of an art installation.
The end of the world happens here.
The interior space at Riverworks holds a 5,000-person art, entertainment, and concert venue. And although it is quite impressive, we're going to head over to the draft room where Jira currently works because he said he'd buy me a beer. It's a Labatt brewhouse that just opened this year. The 3,000-square-foot innovation brewery and tasting room consists of a 10-barrel, 4-vessel brewhouse with 11 fermenters. And you can get a 10-ounce pour for $3.50. But before we can really start drinking, I need to chow down on some grub. And Jira tells me the Old Pink's got the best steak sandwich on the planet. This is my kind of bar. You know, so dark you can barely see your hand in front of your face. That steak smells damn good. And it was.
Amazing. Hands down, the best steak sandwich I've ever had.
If a $14 steak sandwich is too rich for your blood, head on over to the Pho Dollar.
So much food.
You can get pho for $10, banh mi for $5, an egg roll for $1.67, or if you're cheap like me, a fried egg for $1.25. Something about fried eggs makes me want to throw a hatchet. Luckily, you can do that in Buffalo. Just head on over to Hatchets Hops. They told us during open throw on Sundays you can come for $20 a person, but if you arrive in the last half hour, sometimes they'll be nice and let you play for $5. But they were all booked up, so we headed over to Misuta Chows, founded by Johnny Chow, the bass player of Stone Sour. He decorated the whole place like the side streets of Japan, and for whatever reason painted the back hallway pink. It's become one of the most Instagram spots in Buffalo. Of course, we took a photo. Hot damn, we'd make a great boy band.
Here at Chows, we're proud to offer Miller High Life ponies since 1903. Still good, still the champagne of beers. I'm Michael Stanley G. from Misuta Chows and Miller High Life ponies.
Let's go take a look at the arcade upstairs. Not too shabby. Johnny Chow obviously put some thought into this place, and I approve of his design. I couldn't beat Levi in Punch-Out, so I tried to punch him in real life, but he beat me up. I should have known better than to fight a Marine. And remember, if you don't want to spend as much as we did on Uber, take that free train. West Side Bazaar.
So this side is basically shopping, and that side is food from all over the world.
The West Side Bazaar offers a unique dining and shopping experience. The bazaar was built on the premise that entrepreneurs from around the world who are now living in Buffalo, both refugees and immigrants, could prosper if given a safe and friendly place for their products. We're here for the food, and they have a lot of it. Thai, Chinese, Ethiopian, Mexican, the list goes on and on. Of course, Jira's getting spicy Thai-style papaya salad. He loves the burn.
Leave her alone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jira's was $6.95, but I wanted to go cheaper.
So I'm trying to eat a little healthier, but bacon dim sum. I couldn't pass it up. $3.50.
Fat, nasty, and bad for you, but it was worth it. So I fly out in a couple of hours, but there's one last thing you gotta do when you come to Buffalo. Take a $2 bus ride to Niagara Falls.
It's cold and windy. Ah! So cold. But cool. It's cool. I'm leaving.
Even in the winter, it's still an incredible sight to see. And it's free.
It's beautiful. I'm really falling for this place.
I'm really getting blown away by this.
My friends are so punny.
Even the squirrels were cold. Poor guys were getting blown right out of the trees. I think they were a little out of shape from stuffing their face with nuts all winter long. But who am I to judge? So everybody knows the view is better from the Canadian side. So make sure to bring your passport if you want to cross over.
So awesome.
Great. Love it.
As you might imagine, it's best to visit Niagara Falls in warm weather. Luckily for you guys, I did that for the Toronto episode. Here's the footage. "3,160 tons of water per second flows over these cliffs, and it falls at 32 feet per second. See that boat down there? We're going on it. And it's gonna be wet. Majestic, amazing, incredible. And remember, you can do this too. And hey, if you like my show, please hit like and subscribe on YouTube so that I can afford to keep making them.
Baby's got a big backyard, and she smokes those fun cigarettes. And when it comes to getting down to dirty, well, she just says yeah. And you know it's just not right, doing those things you do, because the devil himself couldn't hold her candle to you. Wrong.
If I had an evil empire, that would be my house.